Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here on Talkdaily. Hopefully you have a great day wherever you are in the world, and let's get to it. Today we're going to be talking about the 2023 Volkswagen ID.5 GTX. From the get-go, this car unfortunately is not coming to the States. I don't know why. Your guess is as good as mine. It's basically what Volkswagen is doing. It's taking the ID.4 and basically modernizing it, and I think it looks beautiful. I mean, I think it's a really nice looking car. If you don't know, this is based on the MEB platform, which is a Modular Electric Drive. This is basically, I mentioned that before in my other videos as far as electric cars. What we need to know as consumers, that what you're buying is a platform and everything else just added on top of it. Think of it as back in the day when you had a body on chassis. Think about your older cars. That's basically what's going on here. Back like in the day when basically all cars were manufactured like that. You have a chassis and you have a car on top of it. Some cars are still manufactured like that, conventional car with the conventional gasoline engine or diesel or whatnot. Anyway, so they mentioned that here too. So it's based on the MEB platform. Oh, and before I go any further, of course, this article comes to us from Car and Driver, and it's written by Jen Miners. As always, I have a link to this article below with everything else I show you here. So again, I really highly encourage you, check out Car and Driver. It's very interesting. That's pretty much where I go a lot of these articles from. So moving along, the platform for Volkswagen, it's being shared obviously with Audi, with the Audi Q4 e-tron Sportback, the Enyaq Coupé. That's from Skoda. So we don't have Skodas here in the States, and they all share the same platform. So I won't be surprised eventually all these major car companies that manufacture platform, and that thing is pretty much good for years to come. And that's beneficial for us, the consumers, because why you want to change platform? I mean, once you make a platform, it's good to go. All they got to put a body on top of it. That's very efficient. It's a very efficient way to manufacturing cars. Moving along, I'll show you a couple of the pictures of the car. I think it's really pretty. I like it. I don't know why. It's very useful. It's 4 doors. I'll show a couple of shots of the interior. There's a couple of things I discuss about it, that it's not so hot. So for example, they're talking about in sport mode, you can't remove the brake generator, the regen, excuse me. If you're not familiar with that, it's basically when you apply an accelerator. The moment you go over the accelerator, the car regen. It's kind of like what Formula 1 kind of does. It takes takes the kinetic energy and it takes it back and it uses it to charge the battery. Unfortunately, it's kind of like applying brakes, and if you want to drive in the track, you kind of want to coast when you let go of the gas sometimes, just to kind of hit that apex. You can't do so with this car. Again, it's a software thing. I'm not saying it's going to be on all the platform, but one thing that we're mentioning, but I like the interior. I like the way it looks. I really do. I love those seats. I don't know about them. They look chunky, and I love that bluish with the stitches. That also looks really clean. Blue upholstery insert on the door panels, help lift. See, there you go. I like it. I don't know why we're not getting it. I can't wait for the Volkswagen bus, by the way. That's gonna be something else. I can't look at this car and not like it. It looks really, really pretty. I don't know why we don't get it. I don't know why we're not getting it in the States. The more I look at it, the more like, what's wrong with this car? It looks really clean. I'm in the market to buy a new car, and I'm getting buy an electric car. I'm going to hold on my Honda Accord until the wheels fall off of it, and then getting an electric car. But once everybody kind of get their house in order, let's put it that way. Again, it's neat. It's really clean. Wow, I like it. You know what it is? It's not really imposing on itself. You get in that car, and you don't even think you're in an electric car. Just get in and drive. Just get in and drive. It doesn't have too much like futuristic things going on. I mean, futuristic is basically something your eyes are not used to. But one thing about this, it's they were mentioning it in the article, and I actually show you. They were talking about the driving when you're trying to put it into drive. The lever, we all used to kind of like automatic. You kind of go down to go to gear. Well, this one you have to go up. So the lever, you kind of go up, which is. They're saying it's counterintuitive, and they're saying they had a huge talk of Volkswagen about it. They did mention it here. So they talk about the dashboard. plug-in charger. The infotainment system screen has a 12-inch display and could be more intuitive. A touch slider control volume, and some important functions such as turning off the annoying lane keeping assist are hidden in submenu. I don't know what it's saying. It's annoying lane keep assist. You know, when I drive, again, it's just me. Maybe I'm one out of a billion people, but I love driving. I mean, I don't get in the car. I'm just driving. I know it sounds weird, but I enjoy driving. I even listen to music. And how many people I just lost right now? Probably half the crowd, like, turn off now, I'm not watching you. No, but I really do. I really enjoy driving. So I'm not really... So I don't... Lane keeping assist, I really personally don't need these things. It's good to have, but usually my eyes on the road. But again, I understand where they have those safety features. So they want to turn them off. I'm kind of wondering, why do you want to turn it off? Maybe it's not good. I don't know why they're saying it's annoying. I wish they give us some more details about that. The electronic gear selector, that's what I was talking about. It requires you to push away or forward for drive instead of pulling back, which takes some getting used to. And we're told the setup, which is the opposite of conventional automatic transmission, was the subject of intense internal debate at Volkswagen. Again, you know, sometimes when you do something new, there's a lot of pushback. I'm all in for trying new things. Why not? You know, we are in such an exciting era for car manufacturing. We don't have to go by the old rules. Small car manufacturers are making electric cars, and go ahead. You know, let's see. Let evolution do its thing. You know, let's just see what happens. Some ideas might stick, some ideas might get dropped, but hey. I'm all in for it. Let's just see if this thing catches on. Again, unfortunately, this car is not coming to the state. They don't give us a reason. It's an electric car. Then let's talk about a lot of good ideas for the plug and charge function. Does away with the need for a separate RFID tag, and that's the radio frequency ID tag, or charging card, and billing runs via Volkswagen owned WeCharge in Europe. We don't have those things, unfortunately. So in Europe, good for you. Volkswagen system is recognized by many major charging networks such as Ionity, Aero, BP, E.ON, and Enel. All the stuff is unfortunately in Europe. We don't have it in the state for... Again, I don't know why. On the road, the ID.5 Travel Assist Adaptive Cruise Control keeps the car centered in its lane, adjusts the speed limit on or bends, and maintains safe distance from vehicles ahead. Again, we have that a lot, but one thing is really cool about it, this car will memorize the road for 50 yards. That is really, really neat. In addition to, and here it says, in addition to the unusual automatic steering, the usual automatic steering. So unusual. What's unusual about it? The usual automatic steering and braking when pulling into leaving a parking space. The ID.5 can remember a path of up to 50 yards below 25 miles an hour. I think that's a lot of those gimmicks that we're gonna start seeing in electric cars. You know, the car is basically learning. It is learning. The machine is learning, such as pulling into narrow driveway at a tight garage. Once you park yourself and store the process, so you have to manually store it, the vehicle can repeat the parking maneuver it has learned, while the driver only has to monitor the processing. I think it's kind of neat. The fact that the driver has to monitor, basically it's not for the driver, but it's... I don't know. Again, I like driving. Those things are just gimmicks to me, but for some people that might find it really, really useful. I don't know if you could imagine a million situation where someone would think that I don't want to do that tedious pulling out and pulling into my garage spot. Now the car could do it. It learned. I think that's fantastic. I think it's a very clever idea. The 77.0 kilowatt per hour battery can now charge at 135 kilowatt from 125. Okay. For the standard charging, 5 to 50%, 12-inch touchscreen. Again, nothing about this car. I don't understand why is it not coming to the state. And then I'm talking to have an all-wheel drive version and a rear-wheel drive version. The all-wheel drive version is fitted with a synchronous motor at the front and synchronous motor at the rear. With 295 horsepower, same as an all-wheel drive ID.4. The powertrain provides quick response, adaptive to the ID.5, considerable heft. GTX goes 62 miles per hour and claims 6.3 seconds. I don't know why they do 62 miles per hour. Is that something like maybe 100 kilometer? Maybe that's what it is, because it's in Europe. But at 6.3 seconds, again, it's not slow and it's not fast. And unlike the rear-wheel drive model, it doesn't let up until it reaches top speed, governed at 112 miles per hour. The brakes regeneration is adjustable to an extent. In the sports setting, we talked about that. You can when you lift off, it doesn't do much. Again, I really love the interior. And I keep talking about this emphasis on comfort. The handling is pleasantly agile. The software has been fine-tuned to whisk a sporty EV around corners with astonishing agility. There is considerably body roll, but understeer has been virtually eliminated. Isn't that amazing? When you just have no understeer, you just turn the car and it just hits the apex. I'm pretty sure it slows down, but back in the day, you turn the wheel and my car will flip. So it just, I love it. I don't know. I love technology. I love how these cars have evolved. And to me, that is safety. The fact that you don't get understeer. I despise understeer. I love oversteer. I don't mind oversteer. To me, oversteer, okay, I can control it. Understeer, let go the gas, let go the accelerator, correct the angle, but then you're pointing to the wall. So, I got no steering. I'm just sliding. So, yeah. Well, anyways, that just fascinating. To me, that is amazing. That is one reason, I want to get this car. No understeer? Wow. Anyway, the emphasis is still on comfort, which it should be. I think comfort is something that a lot of us are not getting enough of. We need comfort. Nürburgring is cool and everything, and track is cool, but comfort dampening it's so underrated. It's so underrated. Although and above the who hope that a GTX so anyway, I keep talking about the GTX analogy to gasoline powered GTI model will be for disappointment. Yeah, it's let's not compare that thing to the GTI. I don't know why they even brought the word GTI. So I keep talking about the ID.5 GTX is currently the VW brand ultimate expression of this platform, and it doesn't come cheap. Volkswagen has cut too many corners in creating a meaningful differentiation. Okay. So they're speculating. Unfortunately, they don't give us a price, but we don't know yet. But again, it just really looks nice, and I feel like we're missing out here on the state. Again, it was just another nice vehicle. I thought those days are over. When we have electric cars, I thought we're all going to have worldwide, we're all going to have the same car, no more that, GTR, Skyline R32 is only in Japan, Scirocco only in in Europe. I thought those days are over, but I guess they're not. I don't know why. It's an electric car. It's all I can imagine. It's a crash safety, but it's not like Europe has a weaker crash safety than us. So I'm not sure. It probably has something to do with parts and insurance. It definitely has something to do with the department when it comes down to, marketing department and sales department. I don't think it has anything to do with the engineering of the vehicle. It's for like something major, like emission, because obviously it's electric. There's no worries about emission. It's a really fantastic car, and as I said, you expect a lot of these cars to come in from the same foundation. That power plant, the Audi Q4 e-tron has the same thing, MEB. Which is a modular electric. What was it? Modular electric something drive matrix? No, modular electric drive. Yeah, I think modular electric drive, something like that. So I don't know what the MEB modular electric. I think it should be a D instead of a B. That is just modular electric drive platform. Anyway, so that's the new ID.5, which is not coming to the state for reasons that I don't know, but I think it's a beautiful car, and I wish it's there, because something that I like, because it shouldn't be that expensive. It's still a Volkswagen. It shouldn't be not as expensive as the Audi. So I like it. So anyways, that's been a review of the ID.5, which is now coming to the state. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below. And little update, we are currently shooting a couple of I did miss one video because we are shooting a couple of videos about cars. We have some lately I got some car dealership where I can go to the cars and do some reviews of the cars. So I have my camera set up and I'm recording. So this has been quite exciting, and editing it and trying to get the whole shot, because I'm a one-man crew. So but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So I did miss one video. I think that was on a Sunday. Yeah, the Sunday I was like recording, so I have so many gigabytes worth of videos I have to edit and put together. So hopefully evolving to the next level where I can have the car with me. I could be there next to the car, and also do small reviews like that about the car, which is should be a lot of fun. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and if you like this material, why not subscribe? It helps a lot. And always let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, drive safe, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.